Alrighty, right. Let's get started with a nice fresh day of Land of the Morning Light content. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Little early gathering session today. Here we are. We are out here in the Bari Forest. We're going to be gathering some dead tree essence, some moss sap. Yes, yeah. This is or at least it feels like a life skilling based expansion, which, come on. After life skills have not gotten any type of love, it's welcome. By the way, it's looking, I might have to go ahead and change channels, but I'm gonna try to hit every tree that I can and then change. Hopefully I can get to a good channel. Okay, here, oops, I forget about this whole little mini game. I'm hoping, nope, there was no dead tree essence with that. So after being able to increase the amount of dead tree essence that I can get already with the mini game, I'm keeping that on and I will just keep popping my energy tonics and or potions so I don't run out of my energy. Hopefully the Villa buff will help me with that too. Let's see if I can't get that procking even more because I don't need pine. I'm just looking solely for moss and my dead tree. There is dry pine out here too that I will have to keep an eye out for. I don't remember exactly where, so you'll have to venture around and look for it. But like I said already, I am keeping on my Agris. I am doing the minigame. I'm not toggling it off. I enjoy it personally. It's a breath of fresh air coming from not having anything to really do while gathering other than hit a button. And the minigame happens to proc a lot for me. A lot more times than I care to admit. How are you guys enjoying the new region so far? Have you guys ventured out here? I have not started cooking any of the new recipes or I haven't made the new sniper rifle yet. I haven't even bothered to do the new hunting yet. I have been procrastinating. I've already gained 1 contribution point. No, 3 contribution points out here so far. It's great. It's fun. I am on my way to getting another contribution point. My logic is I am going to do all of my dailies and the other quests that I can. We definitely need to give Pearl Abyss a lot more credit than what they're getting for this expansion. I know it's not the mob grinding PvP, PvE type of expansion that everyone was hoping for. There's no mob grinding areas, but come on. For life skillers, Pearl Abyss should definitely get a lot more credit than what they're getting right now. I personally have been enjoying all of the life skilling and just lore aspects here in the new region. Now, I will say fish needs the value increased or something. And with the new minigame that you can get out here, it's great. I'm hoping to find one of the ginsengs. I'm not going to get lucky. I know that. If I can't get lucky enough to find one of the crystals while fishing, or any of my workers able to find any while just normally working their node, there is no way I'm going to be able to find any of the ginseng or the extra drop. I'm still going to try though. Don't get me wrong. I'm probably going to fail this. No, I'm not. Don't worry. Boom. Look at that. For the time it took me to gather 1 dead tree essence, I got 40. That's not going to work for every material. There are other little rare drops that I don't think will affect it. I low-key want to go ahead and try out to see if we can double the amount or triple the amount of trouble we can get in an hour. We might get lucky, we might not, I don't know. I'm not even sure if the minigame will work for the mainland. How much energy am I using per minigame? I want to say 10 energy at the most, and that's if your energy procs. From what I've seen, we have gotten the regular 100 little stack and then an extra, I think, 3 dead tree essence. But I want to say, yeah, the hedgehog does affect it. And I also will go ahead and increase the amount I will make by changing channels. I don't want to get sidetracked too much. I know I will. This whole area gets me sidetracked. The whole region. Land of the Morning Light is a playground for life skilling without a doubt. I've decided I'm going to be spending most of my weekend just testing out all of the gathering areas. Or I might just spend it doing the quest, getting everything finally done so I could focus on actually doing more life skilling? I haven't decided. It's just every time I start doing a quest, I see something else I can gather, and then I'm like, ooh, look, shiny. That's as far as I am in the story. I see trees I want to gather. There's flowers that need picking. You know, I found myself actually going out in the rice field and just gathering, sitting around, watching the gatherers go out and tend to their own little rice field and everything. We're going to go ahead and change channels now and try to recoup any of this time that I've already wasted around running through the trees. I know someone has hit this area already, and I know it wasn't me. I haven't done this in the last 4 hours, and before that, everything about this area has me running around gathering, has me wanting to see more. It has been by far the best experience I've had in a Black Desert expansion in a long time. Just because I want to show you guys the possibility of how much you can make if you come out here and do the moss tree gathering, and if you have the minigame being done at the same time, because I know a lot of people are just not even going to bother gathering with the minigame enabled.
It's a waste of time. I lose more energy collecting 100 material than I do collecting the 100 material.
If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, but your boy's enjoying it. I like it. This is basically the rotation that I'm doing all around the forest. You can even go all the way around here. I do know that there are trees that extend all the way around the river. It's an easy rotation. You're not having to run all around Kama Sylvia trying to hunt down your trees, and I just wish there were, loopy trees actually added. I really hope I can get one of these mini games to proc with some more dead tree essence. Really make it worth it. I'll probably have to solely go out and gather for the dead tree essence, but now that I know that the minigame does proc for it and we can get 100 stack of dead tree essence without actually having a struggle, oh, that opens up so many possibilities. Give you guys a rough idea of what we're looking at so far. After 30 minutes of gathering, I have 120 dead tree essence, and where's the sap? 3,191 moss tree sap. That's with the minigame and one dead tree minigame attempt before we even got started. But yeah, they sell for amazing, which is why I'm out here gathering all the dead tree essence. Yeah, 1.6. So you can imagine if you take the time to get 3,000 dead tree essence and just throwing it all on the market, things like that. Making the elixirs and just going to town. That's why I've been getting sidetracked with all of the gathering areas, just seeing a tree and gathering. I've been trying to get any of the rare drops that I can find. We have 20 minutes left on our hour, and then we'll rebuff up and spend another hour out here. Give you guys another little test to see how much dead tree essence we can get. The usual. I'm hoping I can get lucky enough to pop that minigame a couple more times. At least enough, probably, 200 dead tree essence. I'm probably going to be coming back with more. I know I'm going to be coming back with more. It's just I don't want to spend more time having to gather them individually. Once I get it made, then I will go and see how the hunting is. I hear the hunting, you can make a lot of money now. I think it's the possibility of the crystal that gives you, so much money, but with how bad my luck has been with the crystal finding, I don't even think hunting's gonna save me. Yeah, that gets a little confusing, having to hold the spacebar down for one mini game, turning around, and then having to play a mini game where you have to tap the spacebar directly afterwards. My brain is like, hold it down, nope, tap it, no, hold it down, no, tap it. Possibly gonna go ahead and make some money. I have to make back 5 billion after spending it on a fortune stone just to do some, I guess, harpoon fishing, if that's what you want to consider it. That dead activity that you do on a fishing boat out there in the water. Cedar. Great if you need cedar. Minigame? No. I'm curious on if there's a way to go ahead and have the minigame proc more. I know it's not based off mastery or anything like that, but is there? The higher your gathering level, the higher your chances of procking the minigame, maybe? How my cursor won't actually click on it in certain directions, or if I'm like facing a certain angle. Yeah, getting those little minigames done, I think I can make at least 400. And you guys haven't noticed, I'm still sitting above 500 energy. I've only popped 2 energy tonics. I was half tempted to see how much I could make using the yellow flower. All the flowers that I'm going to be needing for my dead tree essence and the moss sap. Moss tree. Oh, hello, bear. Oh. Okay, so just as a warning, clearly, if you are not careful and get hit while that minigame is active, you will automatically fail it. Thank you, Pooh Bear. Now every bear that I see is KOS. Could have got me some pretty good material too. I'm not quite understanding what my pet is pinging, but clearly it's not something I can actually gather. We got almost 30 minutes until we can see how much this whole entire session is going to make me. Like I said, I think it's going to make me 400 mil. I could just be coming back with 700. Oh, my weight. Yeah, I think if I can increase how much dead tree essence I can get in this next like 30 minutes, maybe I might be coming home with more than 400 mil. And I haven't even taken into account any of the rare drops, any of that. I'm just going solely off of the dead tree essence. I guess it all depends on if the moss market has been flooded or if they haven't really realized how much moss tree there are out here. I just know a lot of people don't want to come out here. So I guess they'll have to work on the placement of their items, like the trees and the rocks and things. Much like the truffle out in Balanas, they're popping up in weird places. I tried to crawl under a tree yesterday. It wasn't tall enough for me to crawl, but there was maybe this much gap in between the bottom of the tree and where the ground was, so it was floating. It was floating. I really thought I could. Moss tree over here. Here we go. More tree. Oh, let's hope for some dead tree essence in here. Nothing. Well, there's always the next gathering attempt. But if the mini game is gonna proc, I guess we don't have a chance. This is definitely a science experiment. Okay, yep. We are in the right spot again. Come on, dry pine. Get some good dry pine. I could possibly make back how much money I've lost on just trying to run around. Like trying to figure out which spot to go to on the tree just to get it to register as gatherable is getting really annoying. It only does that on hills though, so I don't have to worry about it being for every tree. Almost 200. We're almost there. We're almost there. Just give me a good amount of the dead tree essence without actually having to go to the dead tree essence. Like, I feel as though I want it as a little extra, a little freebie, if you will. If I get to the area that had all that dead tree essence, I will take the time and then possibly just change channels right there and run all the way back up. This way I can capitalize on it twice without having to find it again. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't remember where that was. I don't remember, and I'm probably not going to remember. Oh yeah, no, I think I do remember. I only remember the chickens that I showed you guys. I don't think I've done a butcher minigame yet. Yeah, there's chicken all along this area. Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, see, this is exactly why I told you guys. I think I know where I'm at, but no. To make back a nice, cold, hard 5.4 billion. Gotta love the price of a fortune windstone, right? But at least I can say I have 2. Bring on those extra rare materials. Let's go. Well, I got more dead tree essence than I thought. If it wasn't for that minigame, I don't think I would have, but I think we might be able to make a good amount now. Dry pine, nothing. I was hoping. Like, I'm really banking all of my money making on that stupid little minigame. If I don't get it, especially on the dead tree essence, I might not get the same amount of dead tree essence actually trying to go for it. You know, not every dry pine offers the essence. So if you manage to get one with the minigame, that could possibly be 2 times, 3 times the amount of trees it took you to find it. I will welcome this whole minigame with open arms. Like, that thing is here to stay. Depending on the resource that you choose to use it on, it will be the difference between making, say, 400 mil and 700 mil, especially for those who spend all of their energy tree, nothing, tree, something, tree, nothing. One person goes out, one tree, 100 of those dead tree essence, and leaves. My mentality is just that if I'm able to gather a lot more resources because I have a mini game on and I have a chance of finding a 3 to 4 billion silver item, I think I'm doing a lot more than, say, a person that is not allowing themselves to. Now, do we know if the ginseng can be found only in a minigame, or can we do just any type of gathering? Like, do we have to have the minigame toggled on? I really didn't take a look at the patch notes around the wild ginseng. I just know I'm not going to be able to find it. I'm not toggling off my mini game or toggling it on. I'm just not even bothering with it. I'm leaving it where it's at. So if I find one, I find one. But I'm curious. Like, is any type of gathering able to find it? Or do you solely just have to use the minigame? I got a guide on how to unlock it, and I've shown you guys some of the things that it can be used for, but that's only on this continent. I've not tried it out on the other continents yet. Well, the other continent, the mainland. All right, so for 2 hours, gathering dead tree essence and moss sap out here in the land of the morning light, we were able to go ahead and make almost 300 dead tree essence, 9,459 moss sap. Wow. That's exactly what I like to see. We got 15 Caphras, which is not going to really make a lot of money right now because there's an overabundance. Let's be real. Everyone wants to sell their Caphras now that there's the Caphra refund event. Let's start getting everything listed and find out how much I was able to make for gathering the dead tree essence. So for the 2 hours of gathering out in Bari Forest, the moss tree sap will make me 38.3 million. Okay, then the dead tree essence, if you guys take the time to go out and gather, it will make you 96.8 million. It's not looking good on my end. And finally, the Caphras will make me, if they were actually selling nicely, 45 mil. For all of that in total, we were able to make 180.1 mil for gathering the dead tree essence out there in the Bari Forest. You will make more money going ahead and turning them into the elixirs. I don't see going out and just gathering them to sell will make you any money. It's not bad. It's not as good as I would like to have had it, but it's not bad for the little effort that it took. You know, I can't really complain. If you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to me over on YouTube, just in case. I like to come out with any new guides. I make any type of content, anything like that. If you haven't already, follow me here. I shall see you guys for the next one.